Living in Los Angeles, the city where it happens, the city where gas never falls below $4. Is it truly worth living here? And how the hell do people from other states afford it? Let's talk about it. What is good, Honey Bunch? Happy Thursday. It is so good to see you. If you're new here, my name is Nico Austin Smith, and I'm a successful actress in Los Angeles. I can be seen here, and if you've seen any of my recent commercials lately, drop a comment below. I'm here to help you on your acting journey by sharing all of my knowledge and secrets and tips that I've learned thus far in my career. Tips and knowledge and secrets that other people don't like to share. If all that sounds good to you, let's continue on this journey together. Living in Los Angeles, is it necessary? The question has been debated heavily, but I'm gonna go with no. With the evolution of self-tapes, I mean, you can literally be anywhere and still have a wonderful career. LA isn't for everyone. I mean, it can feel lonely, it's expensive, it can be hard to make friends and meet genuine people. There's so much traffic. So it's important to live in a city that you love, a city that feeds your soul. You'll be miserable anywhere if you're only moving to that place because you think you have to. If you're thinking of moving to LA, watch the rest of this video, but also come here and spend some time out here and see if you actually like the city. The true cost of living in Los Angeles as I've come to know it. First off, we have to talk about the essentials. Rent, utilities, car, phone, gas, parking, all that jazz. Rent prices have skyrocketed in LA since I've moved here due to inflation, etc., etc., etc. My apartment is 1 bedroom. I live with my hubby and I live in the valley and it's rent controlled. So my husband and I pay $1,700, but we've been living here for 4 years. Rent control means that your rent can only go up by a certain percentage each year. And for us, that's 3%. What a steal. But now though, I mean, you can't really find anything under $2,000. Ouch. Next, parking. If you have a car, which I would strongly recommend that you have one or start to save up for one, because I've heard the buses can sometimes be late and rideshare services get really expensive. If your apartment doesn't have parking, chances are you'll have to pay for metered parking or pay to park in a garage somewhere, which can be anywhere from $10 to $30 a day. Gas. Gas right now has been around $4 to $5 per gallon. You can download an app called Gas Buddy and it will show you where the least expensive stations are near you. Laundry. I was lucky enough to find a place with on-site laundry, but laundromats are also available for a price. Even my on-site laundry is like $1.50 a load, and then like $2 per drying load. Utilities. So lucky for us, water is included in our rent, which is incredible. Nowadays though, that's really difficult to find. I'd say the average water bill might be $30 or more a month. The average electric bill is $50 to $80 a month, and internet, which where I live, we're required to have Spectrum, so that's about $75 a month. Food. I spend about $75 a week on groceries. My husband spends the same, so it's a combined $150. We cook everything ourselves. We meal prep. We don't ever really go out to dinner. We don't really go to bars. We're kind of homebodies. So the money that we save by not going out, we spend on food and making great meals together. But I'd say that's probably way more frugal than spending $20 to $30 per meal on Postmates or a meal service. We also get a lot of stuff from the Santa Monica Farmers Market. They have the best produce there. It's amazing and it's so fresh and so good. There's also other grocery stores like Ralph's, which is similar to Kroger. Then of course Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Target. Those are essentials, I would say. Keep in mind you'll also be paying for your phone, your car insurance if you have it, your health insurance if you have it, paying your accountant if you have one, paying your agent and manager, etc. It can add up. All right, moving on to acting career essentials. Once you move to LA, you may want to update your headshots with an LA photographer so that they're competitive with what other people are sending in. Headshot photographers in LA range anywhere between $500 to over $1,000 and can be more expensive if you elect to shoot with different looks. Maybe you want to do one commercial look and one theatrical look. That'll cost you a bit more. Definitely do your research and get recommendations from other actors. I have an entire video dedicated to this subject that will get you some pretty killer shots. Casting sites. You are probably already on these sites if you're moving to LA, but it's important to consider how much they actually cost per month because they can become an expense that you wouldn't necessarily expect. We've got Actors Access, IMDb Pro, LA Casting, Casting Network, your website if you have one. All of that combined can probably be about $100 a month. If you want to get more specific about prices, go ahead and check out my casting sites video up above where I break down how much each site costs per month, or if you want to do the yearly subscription. Might save you like a couple bucks. Acting classes. So I definitely recommend you find a studio out here that you love and that fills you up artistically and also challenges and encourages you. But it's probably gonna cost you. I audited at a bunch of studios out here. I found that a lot of classes range from $300 to just over $600 per month, and they meet once a week. Getting coached for an audition, especially if it's for a callback or a producer director session or a screen test, is always a smart idea, but it can be very pricey. In my experience, coaching has ranged anywhere from $75 to just over $200 for a 30-minute to an hour session. Career events. Let's say you're going to a screening or an industry mixer in Beverly Hills or West Hollywood. You will have to pay for parking, which may be difficult to find. You might have to walk 4 or 5 blocks, or if you find a garage for parking, that's probably like $20 to $30. And if they have valet, that's gonna run $20 to $40 plus a little extra if you tip them. Well, you could opt to do a rideshare service, but if you live in the Valley and you're going all the way to Beverly Hills, let's say it's a Thursday night, that's probably going to be about $40 there and $40 back. So yeah. And once you've parked, let's say you want to grab a drink in Beverly Hills or West Hollywood, wherever you are, full stop, because drinks are $25. This happened to me recently. I was at a holiday mixer and it was at some rooftop hotel in Beverly Hills, and I just got a plain gin and tonic. Like I saw the bartender make it. He didn't use top shelf booze. He didn't, it was just a regular gin and tonic. And I asked for one, he made it, I was like, okay, how much do I owe? He goes, that'll be, I don't know, $25. And I laughed at him. I was like, no, come on, really, like, how much is it? And he goes, $25. For what? For this? And he's like, yeah, welcome to Beverly Hills. I was so taken aback. Oh my God. I paid the $25 for the drink. So don't be shocked at the price for drinks. Needless to say, I only had one that evening. Let's talk about going out and doing things for fun. Okay, going out for drinks. The average cocktail, not Beverly Hills prices, is around $15 to $18. Yes, even in the Valley. Happy hours do exist though, and you can find some really great happy hours that offer $6 drinks. Comment down below and let me know if you want me to do a video on the best bars to visit in LA that have great drinks and great happy hours. Parking at the beach. Let's say you and your friends want to have a beach day. That'll probably be about $30 to $50 or more depending on which beach you go to. Melrose Trading Post is a fun outdoor thrifting event, and they have all of the latest trends and styles that you can go shop for. That's a $5 entry. It's only on Sundays from 9 to 5 on Melrose. Really fun. There are a ton of things that you can do for free in LA, but chances are when you're out and about, you'll probably want to stop at a really cool place or mom and pop to get something to eat, if we're being honest. And once you know the best places to eat at, the food is always worth it. And if you're going out to dinner, regular, casual restaurant, I would say each plate's probably $20 to $30, depending on what you get. So that is my honest assessment of my experience and what it's like to live in LA and how much things cost as of 2023. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, I want to leave you with a couple of tips. Budgets are your best friend. When I moved here, I was working 3 jobs. I was working as a hostess, I was working at Trader Joe's, I was working as a figure art model for an art school, and we lived on a very tight budget until we didn't have to anymore. I'd also recommend living in the Valley. That would be Sherman Oaks, Studio City, Van Nuys, Valley Glen, Valley Village, Burbank, Toluca Lake, Glendale, and North Hollywood. I find that those areas are the more affordable places to live, and they're also not too far from auditions. You don't have to live in the trendiest places like Silver Lake or West Hollywood, which is gonna cost you. You can still live in the Valley and be accessible. Carpool with your friends when you can, because it'll also make parking so much easier. Lastly, I'd say save up for at least the first 3 months of rent, just to ensure that you have a really good cushion for yourself. It was definitely a shock when we moved here, but it's definitely doable. It may take some time to adjust, but if you truly love the city, the weather, the people, everyone's like smiling, the sun's out, the birds are here, there's mountains, there's snow in Big Bear, there's the beach, and there's the desert. There's all of it here. If you like all of that and vibe with all of that, you kind of grow used to how ridiculously overpriced everything is. It kind of starts to make sense. Thank you all for sticking around to the very, very end. Please leave a comment below if you have any other video ideas for me, and I will see you all in a new video Thursday after next. Bye!